Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Back
world
at
of
it.
tomorrow.
New year, new episode.
Is this the first one of 2026?
I think it is technically.
First
yeah.
episode of 26?
Sorry it took so long, friends.
Yeah, it
We've
did.
been busy with
Fucking
life
weather.
shit. you know.
Yeah, life shit, including weather for sure.
Ugh.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get into it. We have Mr. John Brown. He makes it all. He makes it all possible.
He
That's
does
me.
make it all possible.
Yeah, he's too old to be cool.
Yep.
We have Reese Anweiler.
That's
the
me.
man who watched everything.
Every single one.
And then there's
Everyone
me.
and counting.
And I am the president. Little spoiler.
Spoilers. There's going to be a president today.
There is.
Talking about presidents.
So I'm sure you guys have like a major fucking list at this point. It's been like I don't know, a couple months it seems like since we last did this. So
It honestly didn't feel like it'd been that long until just now I sat down and thought about how long it's been since I sat
Right.
here.
I
yeah,
don't
it's like
have
some of
as-
the movies on what have I been watching lately. Some of these movies I don't even remember. It's been so long since I've seen them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I've seen some things, but I've been kind of stuck on some series, so I don't have a super huge laundry
Yeah.
list. And I probably have forgotten some because things have been kind of hectic. But
I have a handful of movies on my list, but like they're all things that I saw like several weeks ago, and then I got stuck on a series and have kind of been like, fuck that.
right.
Ugh.
Yeah. For me, it's just been. I mean, there's been a couple movies, but nothing like super memorable that really needed talking about.
You know what? We need to start with something.
It's been I've been watching a shit ton of movies. The new year brought a whole new wave of energy for me. What do we need to talk about?
I want to kick this off by talking about this Stranger Things
Oh, yeah.
finale.
Never mind. Forget the rest of the episode. We're just talking about Stranger Things. Honestly, it probably was good to give it a few weeks to let it breathe a bit.
Yeah, we let it breathe. So have we all seen it at this point?
I've seen everything except half of the last episode. I didn't get around to watching. I fell
Well, I
asleep.
can't wait to hear you complain about everything that happens in the last half of the episode that you were going to say didn't happen.
Did you
Yeah,
see it,
I am
Reese?
not concerned
no.
about spoilers, so spoil away. But
I,
it clearly wasn't that gripping because like I was out pretty quick.
In my opinion, it 100% held up to the rest of the series. I think people over 10 years have really inflated the greatness of the series.
I think that's fair.
And we're
I don't-
expecting like
I don't
a
actually think
masterpiece.
it's fair. I think that's forgiving to this last season. Like I think you're giving him a pass, dude. The acting and the writing was so poor in this final.
I didn't have a
season.
huge problem with the acting. It
Oh,
seemed
I did. I
it
think
seemed
it's-
about on
I think
par.
it's the worst that I've seen. These kids can't act. I'd never noticed it before. All of them are terrible.
Right.
I thought a lot of them were better than I remembered. I thought a lot of them really struggled from it feeling like the writers didn't know, like Mike especially, the Mike and Lucas. I felt like the writers were just kind of like, I don't know.
I don't know what to do with these guys.
Yeah.
I would.
They kind of served their purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like I would put the most criticism on the writing there. I think that the writing and like I don't know, even obviously I feel like the directing was a little lazy too, or at least just the direction they chose to go. Like everything felt so long and drawn out for like not enough of a reason. As far as some of the more dramatic performances, like everything just took a long time to resolve, and there's like a lot of wasted time in situations that really frustrated me. But as far as the performances, I think like the writing really, I think it was just like a lot of lazy writing is where I would put the blame myself. But
I don't know. I thought Millie Bobby Brown was terrible. I'm listening to her speak. I'm like, you were better when you were a child. That's like an anomaly. Like I don't know. I guess like I always thought that kids were terrible actors for the most part, and it's like the best you can do is be a cute kid and say a couple clever lines. And I think that like the fact that Stranger Things wasn't that early and that there actually was some solid like foundation,
right,
and now like they're well beyond, like they're all like in their fucking 20s or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
like literally 23.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
they're like late teenagers in the actual series.
They're supposed to be 16, I think.
Yeah, but
And, some of
man,
them
like
really
they
don't
have
pass.
not gotten better.
well,
at acting.
maybe
They've
that's
gotten worse.
part of it. That now that they're trying to play a 16-year-old.
They've been through
not
puberty
that anymore,
Yeah.
and they're like, "What do I do? How do I pull this off? Like, this is weird."
Yeah,
now.
I thought Millie 11. I thought was especially like some cringy dialogue.
Oh my
of, like,
god, man!
Yeah.
Every time
trying
she
to make
spoke,
her
I
seem
was just like,
young.
Yeah,
and
that's-
just
still-
make things fly with your hands or something. Don't talk.
Yeah,
please.
well, that's the thing. I think, to me, I just go back to the writing. Like, it all just felt like I felt like they just kept kind of rehashing the same shit, and I think everybody suffered from that because that was my big thing about this season. Like, I didn't feel each season felt for the most part a little different, or different enough to me at least, and this one just really did feel like just the same thing again. Like, there was at
Did
least
we have to bring back the sister? Like,
that-
seriously?
that felt lazy to me.
I mean, the only reason they brought her back is because they wanted a character to die.
Yeah,
and they're like,
Yes.
"Oh shoot, who's a character
Well,
everyone cares
once-
about?"
But
Once
like
they
that,
brought her
that was-
back, it was
that was by
really-
far the worst episode of the series. Was the one with the sister because it was
Right.
just like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
It's like, here's the
random.
thing, and now it's gone.
Well,
you
and
know?
that was fucking forced. This felt really forced. Her character just annoyed the shit out of me because she just
Yeah.
stood around. After she came into the fold, like she literally just fucking stood there while
kill yourself.
11
Kill yourself.
yeah,
kill
I just tell her to
yourself.
kill herself, and then 11 did all this heavy lifting, and she's just standing there.
Yeah.
She's like not doing nothing. Like, you have psychic powers too, bro. Like, you
She
can help
doesn't
me.
have those kind, right? She's got like the illusion
Oh, is it?
powers.
Oh,
She's got
it's
a
just
different
telepathic.
kind,
Ah, okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense. I assumed. I didn't realize there was
Let's not
distinction.
try to.
Yeah, I don't know how
I can't even remember
strict
the
it is,
episode when
but-
she was in. Really, it was so far
Season
gone, and
2
I just
or
didn't
3?
even give a shit
I want to say
about
2.
that
I think it had to have
episode.
been 2.
Yeah, I just remember it being like every once in a while a series has
Real dud.
a real well, not even a dud. It's like they have this one-off episode, or maybe it's a two-off in the entire series where it's about like a sub character, and they kind of get off the map or whatever just for one episode. And I really felt like that was the episode. Like that the original episode with the sister is so different than every other episode of the series. It's just like, we're gonna go on a little adventure with the sister.
Yeah.
And then the next episode, everything is back to normal. So it's like that never happened or
Yeah.
never needed to happen,
Yeah.
or there's never any reference to it to where we could believe that it did happen.
Well, so the show is kind of infamous. I think people ignore it, but it's kind of infamous for retconning stuff and just changing things, events, and how they happened or whatever for the convenience of the next season.
Well, and this season is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
From the end of the last season to this season, just like end of season 4, shit's crazy, fucking ground tearing open, all this, and then like, yeah,
we
it's good,
stapled
guys.
it.
We got it. We put some metal plates down. Don't worry, townsfolk. We're just government guys.
Well,
We're
it's-
here to be
You're
your
good on that
friends.
because the townsfolk didn't notice that anything was going on.
Dude,
at
that's
all.
one of the things that pisses me off the most. It was like a little, it was egregious through the whole series, really, that just no one was at all, whatever, wise, in any way, shape, or form about this shit.
The supply runs with Murray got really egregious of like, okay, this is supposed to be he's covertly pretending to transfer groceries into the town.
Right.
And now he's like every other day bringing in a truckload of weapons and like
Yeah.
bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just getting through military security
Yeah.
somehow.
No, all the military people seem completely fucking oblivious. All
Yeah.
the fucking townsfolk seem completely oblivious. And it's like, after so long, the similar events and things, like no one's raising an eyebrow whatsoever. Like,
When-
Jesus
It seems
Christ.
stretched too far to me. Like this Murray character, like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Too
like
many.
he's no longer serving a purpose. Like why do we still need this character?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, his
I mean,
purpose was literally to just bring in
Yeah,
any
I
little
guess
thing
he's-
that we
he's
needed.
like a little comic relief. He's like,
Yeah.
His dialogue got really repetitive too.
No,
Just
it did.
like,
It got really annoying.
Well, fuck me raw and bend me over a barrel.
Yeah.
You really think
Well,
that's
like
gonna work? 5
the
minutes
fucking
later.
Snookums
Well,
thing with
cut
the guy.
my dick off and shove it in my mouth. Your
Yeah.
plan actually
No, it was
worked.
like a bad
It was literally all
cowboy
his
cartoon. Like,
Yeah.
It was terrible. Fucking terrible, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
all in all, man, like when I watched the first episode, which I skipped, I actually did skip like 3 episodes because that's how much I gave a fuck after the first episode because I was so excited. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Like, this is just this again? Like,
Yeah.
okay. And then I came home and the boys were watching it and I caught the third episode where they're in the compound and Vecna shows up for the first time and it's like big gunfight with
Yeah.
the police, with the military personnel, which also, I know I'm the prop guy and nitpicky about shit, but there's a lot of just bad shit on that
I
front
mean,
in this. Like,
literally dozens of soldiers standing in a circle,
shooting at each other. Yes.
Not up.
Yeah,
but
no,
straight
directly
forward.
across. Directly across.
And I guess they all have 100% accuracy because none
Yeah.
of those bullets went anywhere it wasn't supposed to.
That was so annoying to watch. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, fuck. I know this is campy, but geez, ow.
No, I honestly had thought they just were pretending like the sister episode never happened. Like,
I was hoping that
I
was
thought they
the
were just going
case.
to go, sorry about that, guys. Moving on.
No, it felt super lazy, and especially for her to do nothing but make this. And I think it's a pretty fucking stupid assumption. Like, oh, the only thing we can do to stop this is kill ourselves. Because this could not have happened anywhere else in the world. There could be no one else like us. We have to be the only ones. Come on. Like, that's.
I mean, presumably they would have found them already, or they assume they would have found them already if there were more superpowered people. But
Presumably, but I mean, I just think that's just a silly assumption to make.
It felt
it's
like
just not practical. It felt like a forced fucking big closer to the thing. Like, I don't know. It just felt like more lazy writing to me. Like, I feel like they could have done more if they were going to bother bringing the character back. There could have been a better dynamic than that.
yeah,
And I don't
literally know. she wasn't even. I thought it was like the final Vecna battle might be like her. Like 11, Will, and the sister, like versus Vecna,
right
with all the powers and stuff. But no, the sister dies. I think the episode before.
It feels like they hedged their bets against everything. You know,
Yeah.
like
Well,
they didn't want to upset anyone, so we'll just keep everything casual.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of people have said that. Like
Yeah.
they knew a lot of people thought 11 should have a happy ending, and a lot of people thought there should be big deaths. So they kind of killed off 11.
There are no relationships at the end.
Kind of brought her back.
Like all the relationships that have been forming throughout the series, they're all kind of dead by the end,
except
like,
for Lucas and Max.
I guess.
Yeah, but like Robin, is it Robin, the radio girl?
Yeah.
Her girlfriend just disappears. Like,
Yeah.
For
Oh,
some
yeah.
reason, they invited her to the Upside Down, and then you never see her again. She's not even in the epilogue.
Sorry.
No idea what happened to her.
It should have been
She
like
got written out.
at the post-credit scene.
Jesus, yeah, that's
Post-credit
terrible.
Scene, she's in the Upside Down, like, oh, guys,
Yeah.
where'd you go?
Fuck,
And
that's sad. Oh, that's not good.
The kind of the love story between the two, you know, the chick and I can't remember their names. The like,
11 and
no, the older ones.
like
Winona
Ryder,
like,
and
will
the
you
sheriff?
not marry me? Like that.
Oh,
whole-
those two, yeah.
It's just like what?
I liked that scene. I really thought like that was one of the more emotionally successful scenes of the season. But yeah, that last line it's like, wait a minute, did I misunderstand all the dialogue in this scene? What happened?
Wait, so are you guys about to fuck or like?
No, I would say it was a better payoff emotionally. It was a better emotional scene than a lot of them. Most of the emotional scenes just felt like, again, they just took for fucking ever. And they're all like a degree inexplicable. The Max and the younger sister down there or in whatever in between in Vecna's mind, just like fucking hashing it out for a good 20, 30 fucking minutes. Like, okay, come on, guys. Like, come on, you would not be doing this.
It
here.
was,
This is...
I think as I was watching the show, I wasn't really upset by too much stuff. I was just enjoying it. And then in retrospect, it feels like they did waste a lot of time in a lot of places that didn't even have a payoff.
No.
It was like, this was the last season, guys. You really could have used your time a little more
exactly.
wisely.
That was my greatest disappointment. Is like it just felt like a lot of wasted time and a lot of stuff just did not make a whole lot of sense.
Fuck, man.
Excuse me, gents. I got to deal with some business.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well, we just had one of our podcast mates stolen for no reason.
Oh,
This was not scheduled.
You got to
and
go find the podcast.
I find it really just I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. This is unacceptable.
Disturbed.
Yeah. All right,
Priorities.
so I guess just you and me. Like, what were we talking about? Fucking Stranger Things being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. I'm sure there were more points, but
I think people like, I don't know if you heard this. I don't know how chronically online you are, but there was a conspiracy theory that I think on like January 12th or something, there was going to be a secret 9th episode dropped.
Oh,
and it was the idea was going to be that the whole like last, basically everything post Vecna's death was an illusion that Vecna put in the minds of everyone to make them think they won. But then it was going to cut back, and they were still going to be in the fight, and then they had to do it all over again or something. Or it was going to be more. Basically, it was an excuse for people to go, that was really disappointing. There's no way that was the actual ending because I wanted more from it. But again, I think people really put too much faith in the show.
Is this the thing that's actually happening, or is it this?
No, it was a conspiracy theory that came out.
Okay.
I mean, the date came and went, but it was literally getting a lot of traction online that people actually thought, for no reason besides they, again, gave way too much credit to the writers of the show, that they'd like put little hints and stuff throughout the show that there was going to be a secret ending. But no.
The show got too big, man. There was a spot where there was a sweet spot for it, and we passed that. And you can say that, like, I saw the same issues that I saw with the rest of the series, but I don't know. I completely lost interest while watching it.
Yeah.
I can't say that about the previous seasons, so I have to think on some level it's just worse.
Yeah. I enjoyed the season as I was watching it. I can't really say I'll ever go back and rewatch any of the series. I don't know. I might watch like one or two of the seasons in isolation, like season 1.
I think season 1 is by far the best one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if they never would have made a season 2, I kind of would have been fine with it as a standalone.
That was the plan originally.
Was just the first season.
It was going to be called Stranger Things, and each season was going to be a different story. And then everyone loved the characters of season 1, so we're like, oh, we can stretch that.
That's like really upsetting to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Because also, I mean, like, Stranger Things is a great title for an anthology TV show. Like, you know, it would have been like an American...
like Twilight Zone.
American Horror Story, where each season... I don't think they would have carried over...
Anthology.
Yeah, an anthology series. And we don't really get enough of those. And when they do happen, even like American Horror Story...
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely ran too long, but I mean, it's a cool idea, and it kind of gives a lot of space for unique storytelling that you don't get, because like in a mini series, you still have to be very wrapped up and neat and tidy. You can't go.
I think especially in a mini series.
Yeah, and then in a TV like an ongoing series, you have to keep these characters alive, or you have to think about how this story is going to last 5 seasons. You know. I think
that's the problem with series is it happens a lot where they don't know how far they're going.
Yeah.
Or like they don't have an end point. So they're always building these little potential side storylines.
Like, and then if we get desperate, we can return to this idea.
And then contractually they come to the end and they're looking at this little roadmap that they've built themselves, and they're like, okay, so which of these do we actually have to end, and which ones did we just throw out there for no reason?
Yeah. That's why, I mean, you can't understate how fucking like perfect like a show like Breaking Bad is, where every fucking character in the entire show gets like used and has a payoff and has an end to their story arc.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
The whole show is stretched into like 6 seasons. And it feels just completely solid, and all the way through it works.
Yeah, I think Stranger Things.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, where's everybody at with Pluribus? Have you guys finished this shit yet?
No, I've
not yet.
Only watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm going to continue the show with a friend, so it might be kind of slow.
Yeah, I've been trying to get back at it, but we keep getting distracted by other things.
I liked it,
but I'm very excited to finish it for sure. Beyond excited because it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Has anyone started season 2 of Fallout?
Yeah, I
might be like an episode behind.
An episode or 2 episodes behind.
I'm mostly up to date.
Yeah, I think I thought the whole season was out by now, but I'm up to date. There's only 5 episodes currently.
Is the last one I saw was the introduction of the creature with the giant claws?
Yeah, I saw the Death Claw.
Is that the most recent one, or is there one after that?
No, that's the most recent one.
Okay, so I'm up to date.
Yeah, there was one thing about Fallout that I don't know if I've said it on here yet. I don't know if I had the conversation with you, but I had pointed out how frustrating like her naivete was.
No, you'd point
right?
out to me, and I completely disagree with
Well,
it.
no.
Like,
So the
it's,
point,
I think it's one of the most charming
the point
things about
that I'm
the series.
about to make is that I was watching it with a wife, and like it is frustrating. It has been frustrating at times in the first season. Wasn't really frustrating with the second season, but it was just like, it's basically her antics now. There's a couple moments in the first season where there's so many things like back to back that she just should have, because this season she expects it. Yeah. There were times in the first season where she didn't expect the result, and that was frustrating. But the thing that I realized in watching it the other night with a wife is that, and as a longtime Fallout player, it's actually brilliant writing, because if you're the good guy playing the game, you will always be the good guy. I have never, playing Fallout, and I played Fallout 2, Fallout countless fucking times, could I have ever been the bad guy.
Yeah.
I have never played the bad guy ever. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Not in my wheelhouse. Can't bring myself to do it. And so like having a character that is actually fucking like flawless writing.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
The depiction they're doing of like opportunities for her to choose like a moral path,
right,
and she just keeps choosing that path.
Yeah.
It's very accurate, because I'm sure there are people who play Fallout and like, they save these people and then they go over here and kill these people to steal.
Right.
They do kind of like a 50-50, not really caring. But I do think the majority of players pick a lane.
Yeah, for sure. Well, especially the good guy players,
Yeah.
The story that's been laid out in the 1.2 seasons that we've seen so far is over kind of a short amount of time.
Yeah,
and so
that's
and
fair
she's
enough,
only been above ground for a part of that, and so I think that she would be naive for a long time. It's like the Pleasantville theory. You see, like the movie Pleasantville.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like it takes time for characters to evolve from that like wholesome nature to actually like the grit.
No, for sure.
And I think you're starting to see little tiny waves of her breaking away.
Well, and like I said, in this season, I feel like you can see the expectation on her face, kind of. Like she knows like she's gonna do it because that's her and that's who she is, but you can tell that she's not as disappointed, and she's
almost like
more
she's irritated by like the expectations always falling short.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's definitely a big deal with this season.
Her like experience with the drug addiction, I thought was
that was fucking fantastic. Again, that was so fun.
I'm just constantly like blown away by how well they nail the tone of the game.
Yes, absolutely. The comedy, the tone and the atmosphere. That's what I was so concerned when the show got announced, that they would fuck up the tone, because like it's a very unique tone, because it's very dark and gritty, but also fucking hilarious. Like, and that would have been a travesty to see that fall short. But yeah, they've done just such a good job.
The interaction with I don't remember what the faction's called. The Centurions.
Yeah, the Caesar people.
And,
I missed that game, so I wasn't as familiar.
Which game is that from?
I think it's New Vegas.
Okay, I haven't played New Vegas.
I haven't played New
Vegas
one of
yet
the, either.
Like most fan favorite ones.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Molly about this,
character.
and I was like, I like this series. I've never played one of these games. I never had like an Xbox, but like eventually I need to like download and play one of these. I have like a gaming laptop now.
They're on PlayStation.
Yeah. So Molly's like, I have New Vegas on your PlayStation.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I downloaded it like 3 years ago. I'm like,
see,
oh.
The only,
like,
the only thing
idea.
that's a little bit of a bummer to me is that everything is the new games, and there's not much reference to the original games, which has been a shame, because I'm such a huge fan of them, and so few people anymore have any idea about Fallout 1
It's
and
hard
2.
though when you're writing for a series. And
you got to keep it current. I get it.
Like when you're trying to take from a bunch of different content,
sure.
like to like build a linear story.
Yeah. No, it's
hard to take from all of those.
It's fair enough, and that's just bias for me, because I'm just like
I think the best you can hope for is to get just little like Easter eggs for some of those things.
Well, and so the thing is though too, like Fallout 2 is within the region. Like Fallout 3, that's like in Washington. But Fallout 2 is actually takes place around everything that's taking place. Like, that's why I want to play New Vegas so bad, is because it actually has proximity to Fallout 2. So I'd like to see the connections there.
Yeah.
But no, overall, they've done just a fucking fantastic goddamn job. Fantastic job. I do like there's definitely more like molestation on the road in the second season than first season. That was like one of my only critiques of the first season was like they travel around like really, really freely, and you don't get to do that in those games. You get fucked with constantly.
Yeah.
But no, they're great.
Very grateful they have the budget to really go all out on the Brotherhood of Steel, especially with all the blimps and the armor. Everything.
Them
really
actually
good.
having real armor. That was one of the things I was happiest about because they could have just CGI'd that shit. Now it would have made me so mad.
Yeah.
Them actually having physical power armor is like that's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
We rewatched the first season before delving into the second season because it wasn't exactly fresh.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. So I wanted to rewatch it, and I think my favorite when she first comes up to the surface and she's like walking along and she comes across that guy and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be a water purifier, but I keep putting sand in it. All that comes out is more sand." She's like, "Well, did you try putting water in it?" And he's just like, "You got any water?"
Yeah. Now, my favorite bit of the first one was when Maximus comes across a dude who's like trying to fuck chickens.
Yeah.
It was like, that's when I'm like, okay, you guys got the tone right. Like,
and they brought him back in this season, right? It's the
chicken fuckers.
Isn't that the guy
the chicken fucker?
I thought that I haven't watched season 1 in a while, but isn't the guy that he successfully gets the serum to work on? Isn't he in season 1? Like real briefly,
gets the serum to work on.
The guy that's a ghoul that was running the bottle cap.
Okay, so Lucy's dad, keeps trying out the thing, and it keeps making people's head explode.
Oh yeah,
and he finally gets someone from the surface, and it works.
Oh okay.
Is that guy not from season 1?
I don't know now.
Might be. Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
thought he was, but I haven't
register.
watched season 1 since it came out. So
yeah,
But the guy that was fucking the chickens is the dude that makes the one guy a ghoul.
Okay,
that is the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's about ready to hang himself. Then he sees this dude, and he grabs his medical bag and like runs.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
that
the same
bit was
okay.
fantastic.
Yeah. I'm loving the show. I went to watch another episode last night, and like I said, I thought the whole season was out, and I was fully caught up. I was like, no.
Yeah, I've been seeing I don't know what it was, maybe The Onion or something, but I keep seeing something on Facebook. It's like, Walton Goggins hospitalized for carrying the entire Fallout franchise on his back. And it's like, I mean, I wouldn't say that's true, but, you know.
I think
he's a great character, but I love Lucy.
I agree. I think Lucy's she was very well cast.
I think that their chemistry and dichotomy is fantastic.
I love that they're traveling together.
Yeah, no, it's a great example.
I'm really enjoying her brother's story arc too, with like freeing all the executives.
For sure.
Taking charge.
Yeah, I'm super curious to see where that goes too. That's super fun.
No, I'm and all the stuff. I didn't realize. I think I avoided like pretty much all the trailers and stuff for the season, so I didn't realize Justin Theroux was going to be in it, and I'm really liking his character. I feel like
I just love him as an actor.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll watch anything he's in after I watch The Leftovers, but. Yeah, I'm just loving the show. For some reason it had really fallen to the back of my mind as like, yeah, of course I'll watch it, but I'm not expecting much, even though I love season 1. And I was so immediately back in.
Yeah,
5 minutes into season 2.
Definitely, yeah. Turning it on, it just sucks you right back in. Yeah, I'm fucking stoked about it.
Yeah,
stoked.
So changing gears here. It's been a while. Since we've been together.
I think it's been almost an entire month since we last.
Yeah, about it.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So, who's seen the new Avatar movie?
I
have not yet. I wanted to go watch it the other day, but I didn't get to.
All right. Well, we'll try not to overwhelm you with spoilers, John Brown, but I think that'd be pretty hard.
If we go over the plot of the second movie, we'll give you spoilers because it's kind of the same exact movie.
Again, don't tell me that.
It's very similar plot. Take a shot every time one of the fucking Sullys gets kidnapped, because I swear it happens about 10 times a movie.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping that it wouldn't be. Just because
a lot. The last time we talked about this, a lot of our fears do seem to have kind of tracked.
I'll say if you were expecting to go above and beyond the quality as far as the storytelling and characters of the first two, you're going to be disappointed. But If you went in like me and you're just excited to go on the Avatar theme park ride, you're gonna have a blast.
Fair enough. And so
I think that's the only.
Yeah.
Like at this point, that's the only way you can go in.
Yeah.
Is to do that. I will say the last time we talked about this, we were a little concerned. Like I'm just afraid every time it's going to be a new element, and the fact that they keep using the same bad guy. And
right.
I think that I don't know. I think that the element thing maybe was a little overstated.
Okay.
I don't think that I don't think the next one's going to be about wind or snow. Or
well, that's good. That's good.
No.
And I also do.
It wasn't
think,
like he had to tame like a fire goblin in this one or something.
Yeah.
It's just like a neighboring tribe.
Just another tribe.
that
Doesn't
uses,
have to.
like, fire
did he
and
have to
stuff.
relearn all their? Well,
No.
because they're opposing him in the story, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And this takes
'Cause
place
they're-
like days after the second
Yeah.
one. So.
Okay.
And we also talked about the last time that we spoke about Avatar. We talked about how the villain, like being on repeat.
Right.
We were a little worried that like shouldn't there be a new villain at a new threat at some point?
And
like
you know what? I'm not necessarily like as long as
and
there's
also,
growth
like,
in the
this-
character, I'm satisfied. Or there's
Yeah.
something different.
I think they're I can't because there's like 2 more movies. I can't imagine we're going to get to the 5th movie
Supposedly.
and he's still the main villain because I
Yeah.
feel like he's slowly
Yeah.
kind of transitioning.
That's
into
what I
being-
assumed would happen by the end of this movie. is
They're
that
giving
he'd
him
start the
like more and
transition.
more reasons to side with the Navi,
Yeah.
as well as
They're
repeatedly saying
separate-
you're
so-
not the same person.
Yeah.
He's still kind of a dick towards the Navi, but also you're starting to see a separation between him and his people to where
Sure.
they,
Okay.
you're starting to see that separation. So he's going to end. So either he's going to become a super villain and be against everybody because he's
Right.
not included anywhere,
Yeah.
or he's going to slowly come
Yeah.
over there and something
And
else.
that's pretty much what I assumed would happen from this. But yeah, I would never take away from the spectacle that this thing is and just how fun it is to watch and how good it looks, you know.
I mean, it is undeniably just the best visual effects we've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's the amount of times you can look at the fucking Navi and first of all be able to recognize the actor through the digital
Right.
makeup.
Yeah.
But like you really look at that face and it looks like a person in makeup. And
Right.
it's a 9-foot
Yeah.
tall blue person.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's
the
incredible.
chick,
The new
the main.
ckery?
What's the actress's name?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, is it something about her, man? Because like she just has a way. Like she's kind of attractive as a blue person, and then like
And a
she's
green
also
person.
and a green person, like in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I mean, you can make her any color, and she's still kind of
Right.
attractive. It's some people are just universal that way.
Gotta try
Yeah.
making her purple.
But like there was, I honestly liked the world building in this one as far as introducing some new concepts and locations and
That's
other
good.
tribes.
Yeah, that's what made me. I was excited to watch this one
Yeah.
because I wanted to see.
And the
A
other
little bit
tribe
more.
also showed like character differences, whereas I think in the second one where you meet the water tribe, it's like, well, this is just
They felt
their
very
tribe,
similar.
but like
it's water.
water.
Yeah.
And so like all their things are more based towards water. We don't accept you because you're not good at water.
Right.
Whereas this kind of fire tribe, to me, this is like Native American differences, where it's
Right.
just like, these are just like, this is just a more savage tribe. Like
right.
they're not.
They've turned from the spirituality of the other tribes and are definitely more aggressive and
Right.
They use that more as a weapon than,
Yeah.
than an actual
and
spiritual
playing with the braid stuff. I don't know the name of the weird
Right,
little
right.
head tail they have, but like playing with what characters can do to abuse that and use that and
Right. No, that's interesting. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I
So
dig that.
the
Yeah.
main baddie chick, like she uses that to like fucking like corrupt people, basically.
Yeah.
or like suck their life force before
Huh.
she kills them. It's
Damn.
interesting.
Like
Nice.
yeah, and it's just like they don't really have like the religious thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they still have a use for
Yeah,
that
right.
connection.
No, that's cool. That makes me a lot more excited to see it.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to it. I did want to see it in theater, but yeah, I did have a bad taste in my mouth from the second one, but didn't really make me not want to watch the third. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching it.
I got to see it in IMAX 3D, so that was a blast. It looked great.
Hell yeah.
It's shocking that something that's like 100% digital can be 50 feet tall and
Right.
look impeccable.
Yeah. That's where we're at, Bo.
Yeah.
That's where we're
Did
at.
you get the sense? And this is a little bit of a spoiler for John, but he doesn't give a fuck.
No, I don't care.
So the one white boy that's running around
Spider?
with the blue people, yeah, where they
The son of the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
they
The
just
human.
conveniently kind of cured the fact that he needed a mask in order to make it easier to shoot.
No, I think it was. I mean, it worked. It worked into the plot really well of turning him into like a MacGuffin.
It conveniently worked in the plot, but also it was kind of exhausting watching this kid running around in a mask.
Well,
I do appreciate that they have the thing where it's just like, oh shit, dude, the batteries died on your mask.
Yeah.
And the backup is all the way on the other side of the
Right.
village. And it's like, okay, so like you guys knew that this was like a thing that could happen.
Right.
And
So how'd
like,
they resolve it?
And then
they had a backup. They just had to run across the village and get the backup.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But like they had a backup mask, and he's like, "Well, if we would, if
we didn't have that, I'd be dead.
yeah, exactly."
5
And
minutes
it's just
later,
like,
they lose
well,
it.
that's like kind of a major inconvenience. This dude needs batteries, or he's gonna die.
So how did they resolve him? What did they do to make him not need a mask then? How'd they write that?
It's a whole big moment. It's
let's just say, like how Jake became an Avatar full time.
Right.
A similar thing kind of happened to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the
where I don't know. It worked for the story.
It does.
for me.
It does work. It doesn't seem like lazy writing, but it does seem like a lazy road, in that like it's way easier to shoot the movie with him in the movie if you don't have to have a mask on him all the time, because that's kind of a pain in the ass.
For sure.
And especially when you've introduced the fact that like this is battery powered, he could just fucking die and choke to death.
So does he like become physically, like he has to have some like physical change, right? To
Well, he
process
actually
the
does have some
atmosphere?
physical changes.
Okay, that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, he's got to.
I felt like they spent a lot of time on this one, kind of furthering the like lore and like I don't know idea of the whatever they call their god or whatever.
Yeah.
Which actually has like a brief visualization.
Ooh.
You see like half
that's
their
nice.
face or whatever. I don't know. I like that they're kind of playing in like a weird fantasy world, but it's also is kind of like
Grounded to a degree.
fungus.
Yeah.
You know, I like what they're doing with the god or whatever of this.
They're
planet.
trying to build roads forward, but they're also still kind of stuck in place. Is kind of where I landed with it.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. The beginning of
That's
the
good
last,
though. That shows potential at least.
Yeah, I thought there's a ton of potential. It's too bad each movie costs like $500 million.
If you think that like the second movie was half of the first one, the third movie is half of the second one.
Okay.
And so they're making progress, but the progress is slower than what it should be.
Yeah.
There was still a lot of repetition. Like the final battle and stuff is very. I mean, it's much bigger and grander, but it's
just
very basically the same
one.
exact final battle.
Yeah.
There's probably a point in
That
the
sucks.
third movie where you can just cut and play the end of the second movie, and I wouldn't know the difference.
I think all three movies have a scene where he's like, "We need to unite the tribes."
Yeah, and then you can just copy and paste the same battle.
So that's what pissed me off about the second movie is like you get all this tribe fucking riled up to go to war, and like the chieftain kills somebody, his wife kills somebody, and these like 60, 70 fucking water Navi are just like now gone.
Yeah.
In the rest of the fight scene, they're just like,
yep, that exact
piece
same
the fuck out.
exactly.
That annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
There's like this giant
Come on.
scene.
I mean, motherfuckers do die.
Yeah, but there's like a huge scene where you're like, holy shit, they're doing it. They're killing every human. Every human
Right.
ship is crashing. And then
Right.
like one thing happens, and then apparently all the Navi are dead, and it's just the Sullies trying to figure
Right.
out how they're
Well, at least they
supposed to
showed them
win.
dead because in the second film they just literally were not on camera anymore. They were
Yeah.
just gone. Like they just disappeared.
They
and
were
then it was
overwhelmed.
then it was just the main family fucking shit up and the whale, which the whale was the coolest part of that movie. But yeah, I was just
lots
so
more whale stuff.
I
in
was
this
just so annoyed by that. I'm like, you whip them all into a frenzy. You present them here like you could just have them. You're already spending $1 million. Like what's another
$1
$1
million.
million?
That's a half
Well,
a second in that movie.
Obvious, understatement. But yeah, that was annoying. But so that's kind of frustrating. They just had the same experience
Yeah.
there. But
But I did kind of start maybe like I feel like halfway through this movie, I started viewing all the characters as like archetypes and not like
okay.
This is Sully and this is his backstory and this is the sergeant. This is his it's like, but this is viewing them as archetypes. And Spider, I started kind of viewing almost like an actual monkey and not a human. And the Colonel and stuff. I really started to enjoy the characters a lot more.
Pandora, that's the most racist thing you could have said.
Well, they call some of the other Na'vi call him
monkey boy,
which is. Like,
I mean,
are there
you say
like
that like all of his fucking. My remembrance of his character from the second film is like, I mean, that's exactly what you think.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said like about the mask. Like it's pretty early. It's just like, oh, you realize there's this like mask battery problem. Like you're like, oh, that's fucking terrifying.
Well, they set it up as a problem immediately. I don't remember it being a problem at all in the second movie.
Yeah, it was not.
Like, it wasn't a problem. Wasn't a problem. They had a pretty good swap out thing. They knew every 12 hours to get him in the mask.
Right.
Yeah, and also he's very nonchalant about it. Like, no, I'm good. I got like another like 30, 40 minutes before I start choking to death. I'm good.
It makes it kind of hard to be able to read the character's age because he's acting kind of like a 12, 13-year-old where he's not really understanding the depth of the issue.
In the second film, he really felt that way.
I think he's like 18 or 19, isn't he? I don't know.
Probably.
Like he definitely looks like a
full-grown
like
27,
adult.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. That's why, I just had to kind of shut that part of my brain and start. That's just the weird little monkey boy.
Right.
Weird little monkey boy.
But yeah, gorgeous movie.
Yeah, I assume as much.
Absolute roller coaster. But yeah, I actually think Avatar 4 and 5 have kind of been delayed and said they're not actually currently working on them. So it could be another 10 years before we get the fourth movie.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
What else you guys got?
So one thing that I have thoroughly enjoyed watching is It's Florida, Man, which I thought it was a Netflix show. It's actually HBO Max.
Yeah, I know. I spent way too long like searching Netflix for this thing that didn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know why.
There's all kinds of Florida things on Netflix, and none of them are what you described.
It's fucking stupid, but it's so fun. Like, just barrel of laughs, man. Like, retelling goofy fucking whacked out stories from Florida and Floridians with reenactments from like super great casted.
Did you ever watch the Drunk History TV show?
No, I always wanted to.
I wondered if it's kind of like that.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
But that has like they'll have the comedian get drunk and then tell a historical story, and then his narration of the story will be like the dialogue and stuff. Yeah. So is it like that, or is
it's kind of like that? There are moments definitely where like the guy retells it and says something, and then the reenactment just like flatly just says the same thing in the most comedic way.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking hilarious, man. It's just barrels of fun. Like the quality, the production quality of the reenactments is way more than it should. And it's like, they're having a lot of fun with it because like one of them is about this dude trying to burn down his boyfriend's trailer, and like it keeps going back to like the actual trailer because like they're still like now after the fact are like friends and close and whatever. So you see the actual trailer, but then the reenactment is a completely different fucking trailer park.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't matter. But no, it's been a blast. Covered one of the last episodes I watched was the thick neck guy. If you remember that YouTube internet sensation, like this.
I think so, yeah.
This guy, apparently, it's fucking wild. Like, has been on like 23 high-speed chases. Just this dude's whole life is just
lock him up already, God.
Yeah. He just keeps getting out and he keeps going on high-speed chases, and so that one was funny because all the times that it's a person. Telling the story, then in the reenactment, it's, an actor or comedian. This one, it was just him telling his story and being in the reenactment. But I mean, nobody's got a thick neck as that guy.
Yeah.
No, that was a hilarious story. But no, it's fun as shit, dude. It's super fun. Just a bunch of wackiness, but just great. Just great. Brain rot shit for sure, but totally worth it.
Oh, trust me, if you see actual brain rot, there's nothing of value there.
Right.
There's that TikTok flashing, clicking,
Oh
snapping.
no, TikTok shit is gross.
It'll just gonna kill your fucking brain.
Other thing I watched was His and Hers. That is a Netflix show.
Oh, I'm hoping to watch that soon.
It's good. It's well done. It's frustrating. The characters are fucking.
Who's in this?
John Barenthal and
Tessa Thompson.
Yeah, I don't. What's she from? I knew. Was she in Yellow Jackets?
No, she's older than that. She was Valkyrie in the Thor movies. I first knew her. She was in Veronica Mars. If either of you ever watched that show, I'm trying to think of. Oh, she was in Sorry to Bother You.
Okay. No, so you're talking about the Arabic chick, right?
Oh, is it not Tessa Thompson?
I don't know. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad with actors' names unless they're super
Moving
familiar.
Oh yeah, it's Tessa Thompson.
Okay, her. Yeah. I could have swore she was
Tessa Thompson
in Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
No, the performances are really good, but the characters are just a bit frustrating. Like John Barenthal. I mean, he's pretty John Barenthal-y for being a cop.
John Barenthal is John Barenthal.
Yeah,
I think John Barenthal's best work is in The Bear.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of understated and it's only like a couple of episodes and a few scenes.
Dream sequences.
I mean, I thoroughly enjoy
flashbacks.
Him in things, and I think it's a good performance, but his character is like fucking retarded. Like he plays like a detective in this rural community, and he is in deep in the shit that this show is about, and he is just doing all of the dumbest shit that no one in his position would ever think to do. And then his the other lead, his wife, is just like the whole time is just the biggest cunt, and you just like the most punchable fucking person. She's just not nice at all. But and the ending is a little it's a twist ending, and it felt a little rushed, which they most of the time they do. Yeah. To me, anytime
is it like 6 episodes?
6 or 8. Yeah, it's definitely not.
I think it's only 6, which is
no, 6 sounds right. Yeah,
shorter than I was expecting.
It was pretty quick, but no, all in all, it is satisfying. But yeah, felt like I probably liked the Jake Gyllenhaal crime drama that was similar, like cheating.
Was that was a remake, wasn't it?
Yeah, of a film.
One of those.
Yeah, that was more satisfying than this, but even that one's twist ending was still kind of like, because this had like a satisfactory ending, and then it just like had to jam another angle in real fast, and I always hate that. But overall, I think it is worth a watch. It's pretty well produced, but those are my notes on that. I think that's pretty much it, other than some random movies that I really can't recall. So take it away.
Well, obviously I'm going to narrow it down because I can't go over a month's worth of movies here. But a few highlights. My last movie of the year last year, I watched The Life of Chuck, which was it says it's a 2024 movie, but it wasn't released in America until 2025. So I count it as a 25 movie. This was a movie from Mike Flanagan, the guy who did like The Haunting of Hill House and the Midnight Mass and all of those Netflix shows. This is another adaptation of a Stephen King book, but it's not a horror movie. I really enjoyed it. It's a bit like schmaltzy, I would say. Like definitely like a wow, guys, isn't life grand type of
right? Yeah.
But I think if you've got the space for that kind of movie and take it at what it is, I think it's worth a watch. The first movie I watched in theaters this year was Marty Supreme.
Which is definitely on my list. I've heard nothing but good about that.
I loved it. I think it's first of all, I think you guys are definitely going to like it more than you liked Uncut Gems. But he's definitely still like a real piece of shit.
I don't have a strong dislike for Uncut
character.
Gems.
Yeah, I can't. I forget and sometimes lump you guys in.
I respect Uncut Gems. It just pissed me off.
Yeah, I think you're gonna.
I won't say it's a bad film.
If the parts that you liked of Uncut Gems, I think are here and done even more.
Okay,
I won't say better, but
right.
Maybe more satisfyingly. I don't know. The score in particular, I've honestly been like playing the score on repeat. I love it. I think if you just listen to the score, you're going to think it sounds like like a 70s fantasy epic, but it's set in like New York
Right.
in the 50s. I really, really like it. I would not be surprised if this is the one that they give it to Chalamet for, but it's obviously a very competitive year between Eddington and One Battle After Another.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I don't know, probably some stupid biopic about a president or something. I don't know. But yeah, I highly recommend it. I think both Marty Supreme and Avatar are still playing in theaters, so if you want to get out and watch those. In preparation for Oscar season, I did subscribe to Mubi, M-U-B-I.
Oh, you did the movies.
Mubi.
And I will recommend it. I think it's like $15 a month.
Moobs.
And there's probably only about maybe 500-600 movies on there and a handful of series. But like, you don't really need more than that. And these are all like quality movies.
Right.
These aren't just 20
Random
sequels
dregs.
to Sharknado
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever. This is like a curated list of
Sure.
movies for you. And I have just been enjoying the
It's
hell
constantly
out of it.
rotating also, right?
It is. They have like one set of movies that's going to always be there because they sometimes they purchase the rights to the movies or they help distribute movies. And then they have other movies that rotate constantly.
Right.
Like I think a lot of the movies are only on there for like 2 months or something. And then,
Okay.
But they have every other day
Yeah.
or so.
Fresh
they have
rotation
new
is nice
movies
for these
on.
things.
Yeah. So I've really been enjoying it. One of the new exclusives from last year that I watched was The Mastermind. This is, again, starring Josh O'Connor from Challengers
Okay.
and
Yeah,
Wake Up Dead Man. It's like the quietest, calmest like heist movie you'll ever watch.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Okay. That is nice.
Really liked it. I also on Mubi watched Grand Theft Hamlet, which is a documentary about the production of Hamlet that was done completely on Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
Oh, I heard somebody talking about that the other day.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
What?
Yeah, it started during COVID. A bunch of like actors who were out of work, like stage actors, and they were all playing on Grand Theft Autos, and they found like a stage in the game, and they're like, we should put on Hamlet in Grand Theft Auto 5. And it took them like 2 or 3 years to do
that's
it.
pretty fucking
that game
funny.
has you can literally do anything.
Yeah,
So
it's they do
pretty
some
cool.
like
That's
fucking
pretty cool.
awesome shit, and they use everything. It's not like a subdued Hamlet.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
use
yeah.
like the blimps and the fighter jets and the car
Right.
chases. But
Nice.
it's really cool what they managed to do with
Oh
it.
yeah, that would be a super interesting watch.
Yeah, highly recommend. Honestly, I highly recommend Mubi. Even I'm only planning on having.
what was
it for,
the
like,
name of that flick again?
That one was Grand Theft Hamlet.
Grand Theft Hamlet.
Yeah, and
Fuck
it isn't.
yeah.
It is not the full production of Hamlet. It's like the
Right.
documentary about them going through the
Yeah,
process. But they do have several full like speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
No, that
like,
still would just be fun to watch them
Yeah.
put that shit together. That's fucking cool, man.
Also on Mubi, I watched Demons and Demons 2 from 1985 and 1986.
Ooh, I think I'm familiar.
It's Italian.
Yes, yeah. I
Wait,
remember.
Let me see.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
I've had this on my list. I've wanted to see these. Yeah, these are pretty.
They're pretty cool.
Like pretty well thought of, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I mean, they're very. I don't know, kind of campy. Yeah, definitely campy.
yeah.
I mean, the finale is a guy on a dirt bike with a samurai sword just chopping down demons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they are campy, but I really loved them. And even though they're both...
I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was very satisfying.
Yeah,
Just
they're-
super classic.
They're both on Mubi. So I just
Nice.
I literally did a double feature, watched them back to back. And they are Italian made movies, but they are like the good, the bad, and the ugly
Yeah.
movies. They're just completely dubbed over in English.
Right.
Even the English speaking actors are dubbed.
Yeah, that's what weirds me out when I watch those.
Yeah.
It's, I get the other dubbing, but when you got a motherfucker that's English and I know it's English, that's dub. That's what trips me out.
Yeah. It takes getting used to for
Yeah.
sure. Especially for some reason it had the subtitles turned on automatically for them, and we kept them on for a little bit,
Yeah.
but then they were just slightly off. That's
Yeah,
like, nope,
no.
this is
Yeah,
distracting.
fuck
Turn
this.
this off. I watched my now third Akira Kurosawa film. I watched Ran.
Yeah.
This is the one that's It's a retelling of King Lear.
Yeah.
But not. And I guess I never really knew one way or another how they did it, but it's not with like the Shakespearean dialogue.
Yeah,
it's just
that's what I was hoping.
an
Just the
adaptation
story,
of
the premise.
story.
Yeah.
Which-
That's what's made me want to watch those.
Yeah. Which now I want to watch another adaptation of King Lear because this was like my first portrayal of the story I'd seen,
Right.
and I wasn't necessarily following some of the stuff, so I wouldn't mind getting like a more straightforward
Yeah.
Shakespearean.
I know
Adaptation.
after watching Romeo and Juliet, I don't ever want to witness Shakespearean dialogue ever again. That fucking killed it for me, man.
It works.
Like,
It works, I think, better when the setting is right. Like the Denzel Washington's Macbeth, I think, is
Right.
gorgeous.
okay.
And they really sell the
It's a
dialogue.
lot, though.
But I mean, it also helps to have subtitles on because, like, you can't. That shit's like you cannot keep up with what they're saying.
I'm more appreciative of like 10 Things I Hate About You,
Yes.
or it's more like a light translation,
Yeah.
and you have like nods to the original.
Yeah,
dialogue.
Which
no,
probably
that's-
is closer to what Ran is.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I
very
I'm
similar
cool
to
with.
10 Things I Get.
a little
Characters always
taste
Ran.
of it. I mean, shit, Romeo and Juliet had that kind of thing going on. Like here's a couple pieces of dialogue.
That took a few liberties.
The entire fucking thing, just it's a lot.
We need a whole list of like not Shakespeare movies.
Right.
It's like Romeo and Juliet, 10 Things I Hate About You, and Ran. So yeah, I watched all different kinds of shorts and documentaries on Mubi. I still have a whole list of really cool looking stuff I'm excited to check out. A lot of times they'll have like little collections of different filmmakers.
That's cool. I
Um,
always like that.
did you get to go see The Bone Temple yet?
I have not.
I saw
I
it
want to.
opening night.
Oh my god.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
it
I
better
haven't.
than-
No, it's not better than the last one. I 28 years later, honestly, is like that's up there, man.
But it's still good.
It's still good,
Yeah.
and I like I was telling John, I was reminded watching it that it is not the same director.
Yeah, very much
and
so.
it's told differently. And it's kind of cool to know that there
Right.
actually is a difference in directors. But like the 180 kill shots they do on the zombies, they don't do that in this one. So there's some different choices
Yeah.
and stuff. I really liked it. Really liked what they did with the story. And I'm wondering.
Mostly same cast, because
Yeah, I mean it's.
Wow, everything's done.
All right, peace.
It's Rafe Fiennes, the boy, and then,
I'm just saying because the trailer makes it look like Ray Fiennes is a little more front and center.
oh
than-
yeah, he's like it's
It seems very
the
much
gang
about
of
him.
Jimmys, and then him is like 50-50 the story.
Okay.
If
Do-
anything,
do we still have the dad?
Nope,
Like,
you don't see him at all.
The wandering twat dad just like ceases to exist.
Yeah, I mean
he
it
got,
makes sense.
He got drunk, fucked some tramp, and lost his family
Right.
forever.
I guess
Well, I mean,
never
yeah,
to find
I
them
can't
again?
imagine the kids. Well, so is the kid from the first film.
yeah,
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 okay.
he's
Yeah.
part of the gang of
Yeah,
Jimmy
yeah.
now.
Yeah, he'll never go home. Probably, I would assume. Yeah,
maybe
like-
I don't know. Maybe at the end of the third one, but I don't think the third one is going to be about him trying to get home.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what
Yeah.
it will be. I feel like that would be unsatisfying.
Oh, yeah,
unless
for
they
sure.
I'm
made
pretty
it
stoked for
feel
it
sensible.
regardless.
Yeah.
I honestly am stoked to watch the Bone Temple again because there are some fantastic sequences that are just so good on the big screen.
Yeah.
The music in the movie, both the score and the
Right.
needle drops, are just fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! But yeah, I'm so excited for the third one. I hope we don't have to wait too long for it. I think it has a 2027 release date, but I'm not sure.
Nice.
I'm spoiled because we got these two like 6
Yeah,
months apart,
yeah.
and now we're probably have to
Yeah.
wait like a year and a half for the next one. But oh well, as long
Yeah,
as it's
I'll
good.
probably try to see it this weekend. I think maybe with the
Same.
because the family fucking went and watched it without me.
Oh.
But I'm gonna make Alicia go again.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, we can go.
yeah, that too.
Friday
Yeah.
night?
Aha.
The last thing I watched last
That'd be
night
good actually.
was I went to my siblings all wanted to go see a movie, so we went to see the Jack Black, Paul Rudd Anaconda movie.
Yeah,
It was about as stupid as you
yeah,
could
yeah,
expect
yeah.
from
I would
each
have
other.
to assume.
Was it
Yeah.
better than the original Anaconda?
You know what? I realized like a month ago I've never actually seen the original
Oh.
Anaconda. I got Lake Placid and Anaconda mixed up.
Oh,
I thought I'd seen Anaconda, but I'd seen Lake Placid.
I remember back in the day when I first saw the trailer for Lake Placid, and literally the like trailer voiceover guy was like, critics are calling Lake Placid this year's Anaconda. And I was just like, wait.
Is that a positive?
So does that mean I should see it or what?
I think there's like a really cheap sequel called Anaconda versus Lake Placid.
Nice.
Like not the alligator, just Lake Placid. I guess
Versus
the alligator's
Against
name,
the lake.
Yeah.
the alligator's name is Lake
Fuck
Placid.
you, Lake. I'm gonna swim all up in you.
But if you got a group of people who can have a good time, sure, go see Anaconda and have a laugh. I'll give you before the end of the episode. I'll give you extra reasons to go to the theater.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you watch anything else?
Yeah. So I finally caught the remake of The Running Man.
I do want to watch that as well.
So John, did you ever see the original?
Yeah.
So for me, this way better movie.
Mm-hmm.
Way better movie.
I would have to assume. I mean, the
Which-
original is kind of
the original has some like nostalgia for me because I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
This is a much more fun movie, and it's much more. The original movie seemed like contained, like they were in a compound basically the entire time. And this is just like the whole world, like they're chasing them around the entire.
Yeah, and that's a cool angle for it too.
Yeah, and it's much more political, I think, than what the original probably was. There are a lot more angles to it. I still don't know if I buy this dude as a lead that they're trying to sell as a lead. Like they made him the lead in like 3 things this year, and that I don't know, like the one where he's the hitman. I kind of bought it.
I like that movie, but
it was a
much
fun movie.
Smaller. I think that really helped.
And I think he worked in this role, but I just don't see him. I don't see this lasting.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't an everlasting role for me.
I would like to see him in like an ensemble, like maybe like a heist movie or something.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
the face guy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But he's not the main guy.
Yeah,
he's like the
they
guy
keep
send
trying to
in
make him the
seduce
main guy, and that
somebody.
doesn't quite work for me. But no, strongly recommend that you watch The Running Man just because it is a popcorn flick.
Yeah.
A pure popcorn
Yeah,
flick.
it seemed
You
that
will
way
have
from the
fun
trailers.
watching the
Yeah.
movie for sure.
Yeah.
I did a little. So I was so bummed out after binging so quickly the Monarch series, the Legacy of Monsters. That I went back and rewatched the 2005 King Kong with Peter Jackson,
That's a
Jack
choice, I
Black,
guess.
Naomi Watts, Adrian Brody. Man, I had really fond memories of that movie, and I feel like everything kind of held up. It still visually looks good after 20 years, which is kind of rare. Naomi Watts is like, God damn, dude. Like, how do I watch a movie with her, and I'm like, she's just like so polarizing on screen, and then I immediately forget about her afterwards,
Yeah.
Like it's like
No,
she's
she's
got to be
really,
one of the
really
most
good.
underrated actors
I would
on
say
the
so.
planet. I mean,
I've been had like kind of a huge crush on her ever since I watched Mulholland Drive.
yeah.
She is
Well,
just
so
gorgeous.
here's the thing. So Mulholland Drive has that really good scene where she's acting, playing an actress.
Yeah.
And you have the scene of her acting,
Yeah.
and that is like that scene's just like Jesus Christ. That's so good.
Yeah.
Well, King Kong has a lot of the same elements.
Yeah.
She is an actress in King Kong, and so a lot of the scenes are her acting.
Right.
And again, I'm just blown away.
I don't think it's probably been like almost 20 years since I watched that movie. When did it come? 2000. Okay.
2005. It's been 20 years.
It's probably been like 15 years since I
Yeah.
watched that movie.
Yeah, it's.
And there's a director's cut that I never saw.
I never saw the director. I still haven't seen that. But
It's got like a
anyway,
full 30 minutes extra.
Molly had never seen it, and I thought it was a good watch. And I really think it's also just a good remake of it. Like it stays pretty true to the original, but while giving you like really nice updates and But anyway, really fresh movie from 20 years ago.
Well, if you want more of similar vibes of the Monarch show, maybe you should watch the 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah, I keep staring at it, but like, man,
The
Monarch.
Bryan Cranston. Yeah, no, that one's good.
That movie's great.
It is.
I hear that, but like, man, that Monarch show was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, so yeah, that's like watch that and then into Monarch and then like the rest is.
Because you have also watched Monarch?
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm the last guy to watch Monarch.
It's pretty crazy.
No, it's what shocked me about
fuck is
Monarch is just it's so much better than where that fucking franchise went.
Yeah.
Dude. That franchise got.
That
so
started
fucking
out
bad.
like for us. That started out like, hey Molly, there's this thing. It's kind of like I guess somewhat Godzilla related or something. I don't really know what it's about, but it's highly recommended from John Brown and a couple others. We should check this out. We just like fucking just started watching. We just binged the whole thing like all the way through.
And then
like,
season 2's coming out really soon, right?
season 3, I think.
Oh,
Right?
season 3.
Right.
No, I think there's only one.
Is there only one
yeah, I
season?
only watched
Okay.
one season.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen. I watched the trailer for season 2, and it looks like
Okay. Yeah. So it's season 2.
Whatever the new season is,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what.
It's absolutely fantastic though.
Yeah.
Really
No,
good series.
The stark contrast with the film franchise is so crazy to me.
Well, people were so stupid and pissy about the first Godzilla movie and like the focus on humans, even though like the humans aren't that big of a focus in
Right.
the movie, and like how little you see Godzilla, but
right.
you see Godzilla in that movie almost twice as much as you see him in the original
Yeah.
like Japanese
Right, yeah,
Godzilla.
yeah,
So people
for
are
sure.
just wanting nonstop
Yeah,
action,
yeah.
and so they kind of made a choice with
No,
the
yeah, and they
movies.
made it super just dorky popcorn bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's
Admittedly, I think Godzilla King of the Monsters is like
the second one.
like a yeah.
Yeah, I was fine with
That's
that.
like a 10 out of 10 blockbuster.
Yeah, yeah.
But it definitely goes away from
No,
like,
no, no.
the
I was
filmmaking
super
of
happy
the 14 one.
for sure. But I was happy with that film, absolutely. And that's actually what made me want to see more of the Monarch thing. But then after that, it just got bad. Once they brought King Kong into the mix,
Yeah.
then it really
The King
just
Kong
ruined
stuff was
it.
super disappointing. I'm not going
Hopefully
to
they do that better in Monarch.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
I like about the Monarch show is that they do a really good job at like the characters. Like I
Yeah.
actually care about the characters.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
absolutely. They're good characters for sure.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of like interweaving a story into a world that you know from film.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah, I was satisfied as hell.
So another film. This is the last film I want to talk about that I watched was "Fly Me to the Moon."
Oh yeah.
Have you had a chance to see this one yet?
Was
Reese?
that the
I've eyeballed
Channing
that. That's
Tatum
an
one?
old-
Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson.
Was that last year or the year before?
It was. Let me see. I think it was last
I
year.
know that kind of really just came and went. But no, I did not watch it.
2024, so 2 years
Okay,
ago.
yeah.
But yeah, kind of. I don't know, kind of like a retelling of the moon landing, or
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was like it's not exactly based on a true story, right?
it's not exactly based on a true story, but it could be.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Oh yeah, that's her as he's an astronaut and she's like what's her
Is she
her
like
role?
an ad
She's
person?
like in sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause they're getting- they're
she's in
basically
ad
preparing-
sales.
Yeah.
preparing to fake the moon landing if they have to, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that looks super interesting. I remember seeing the trailer.
It was super interesting. Yeah, just I don't know, kind of had some elements of Don't Look Up
Yeah.
Yeah.
to it, you know.
Okay.
That kind of a vibe for a film. I don't know. It was pretty wholesome. I like both actors, and they both
Yeah, I've been
performed really well.
wanting to
It
watch
was-
more Channing Tatum stuff. Actually,
I watched it with Molly. It was a good date night movie. We both enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
2 hours and I think it's like close to 2 hours 20 minutes or something like that, and it didn't feel like that.
Wow.
Like it wasn't like, oh my god, where did our Sunday go? You know,
Yeah.
like we really enjoyed it. So big shout out on that one. I think it's probably a little under the radar. I think it's better than what you might hear about it.
Yeah.
right?
And then
Nice little Tatum double feature with Fly Me to the Moon and
Roofman.
Both very, very fly under the radar movies that nobody really
Yeah.
cared about.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's one series, and this is one I'm kind of late to the party on, but it kind of, I don't know. I saw it when it first got advertised like 4 years ago or some shit, and like, and I was like, yeah, it looks interesting, but it didn't really like grab my attention. And then I finally watched the first episode, and then just immediately got sucked into it. Mayor of Kingstown. It's the Jeremy Renner, Taylor Sheridan series. God damn, dude. I hate it because I was just kind of casually, like on a Sunday, going to watch one episode and then just completely sucked me in. And I'm really into it. I remember from the trailer, like, yeah, he's a mayor in this town where there's a prison. And like, yeah, it's really not that at all.
Right.
Like, it's a completely different thing. He's not really a mayor. Like they don't really call him the mayor. Like he's more of a gangster than a mayor.
Right.
But,
Yeah, that's the vibe that I got. It was gangster stuff.
And it's in a town that has like 3 prisons within like a 7-mile radius, and like he's kind of like the peacekeeper between
All the
the gangs and the prison and the police force. It's I don't know. It's it goes really deep and it's believable and really well acted. And
Nice.
really well cast. So highly recommend it. I've really enjoyed what I've seen. I've just kind of finished the first season, just starting to delve into the second season.
Is it still running?
It's still running. There are 4 seasons I think available now, and the 5th one they've announced the 5th one will be the last one. I don't know. When I go to like watch the series,
Charlie
I think
Renner
there are
seems
like
really
characters
busy.
on the screen that haven't even been introduced yet. You know, like I think Edie Falco's in it eventually, maybe. But I mean, it looks like her picture on the thing when I click on it, but she has not appeared yet. So,
You know, the only thing I know that show for is how confusing it was that Mayor of Kingstown was coming out the same year as Mayor of Easttown.
yeah. Right.
I want to say though, I have seen Mayor of Easttown, and that is fucking phenomenal.
I've also seen it. It's really good.
If you just want a
so
really,
weird.
really good like mini series, that is very good.
Yeah.
Right on.
It's nobody. I feel like there should have been some studio exec talking to a
Right,
neighbor
yeah.
studio exec like,
We don't need crossover here.
you can't have Mayor of Easttown and Mayor of Kingstown come
Right.
out in the same year.
All right, and that's all I had. So we can jump right into the feature,
The features.
which is a tribute to Rob Reiner with a little Rob Reiner double feature.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear Rob Reiner lost his life along with his wife, murdered by their son.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough day for the Reiner household.
Yeah. It's strange. That and the what's from French Connection and Royal Tenenbaums and Hoosiers. What's that actor's name?
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman also
Yeah.
had a very weird and
Yeah.
tragic death last year?
Yeah.
That involved his spouse also dying at the same time. It's like,
The old
the
guard
fuck?
getting taken out.
It's an epidemic, man.
yeah, I mean, his was
It's having rotten
was
children.
like
is what I
also
blame it
really tragic, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we started with The American President from 1995, directed by Rob Reiner. Widowed U.S. President Andrew Shepard, one of the world's most powerful men, can have anything he wants, and what he covets most is Sidney Ellen Wade, a Washington lobbyist. But Shepard's attempts at courting her spark wild rumors and decimate his approval ratings. Decimate. I just with the political world we've been living in, putting so much weight in approval numbers, it seems so fucking cartoonish.
yeah. That doesn't even matter at all.
I don't think it does, honestly, because you'd made the comment like these topics and stuff just seem so like outdated. And
No, I was joking in that they haven't changed at
oh
all.
yeah, no. Like to me,
Yeah.
everything about that is completely current. All of it holds up. Nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
like
But I mean,
movies a
Well,
million
and the
years
president's
old. And
concern for approval ratings.
the
Like, I
approval
think
ratings of the last 12 years of politics have done nothing but prove us wrong.
to decide anything.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem
It's like,
like
Trump has a 1% approval
Doesn't seem
rating
like
and he
it
got
matters.
elected.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
The
the politics are always the same for sure.
Yeah. The tagline is, why can't the most powerful man in the world have the one thing he wants most?
Aw.
that's
Poor
terrible.
guy.
Yeah. That doesn't make me want to watch the movie at all.
Oh, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
I don't
It
fucking
doesn't.
care.
It's not a true representation of the film at all.
No.
Whatsoever.
He's not just some like schmuck who's like pining for some.
Yeah.
shit he can't
Now I want to
have.
watch the trailer because I'll bet it
Right.
starts with a narration. He had it all.
Yeah. Right. Oh man.
Should I go ahead and just read the description for the second movie?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Second feature from 1989, When Harry Met Sally. Sex always gets in the way of friendships between men and women. At least, that's what Harry Burns believes. So when Harry meets Sally Albright and a deep friendship blossoms between them.
Oh, you just want to do the poster?
Okay.
Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Continue.
Harry's
not disrupt.
determined
there's two.
not to let his attraction to Sally destroy it. But when a night of weakness ends in a morning of panic, can the pair avoid succumbing to Harry's fears by remaining friends and admitting they just might be the perfect match for each other? And the tagline is, can two friends sleep together and still love each other in the morning?
Well, that's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
There has to, for the writing of this movie, there has to be a better tagline.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
For sure.
Could we get the writers involved?
Yeah. Please. Like it seems like an easy solution, right? I mean, okay, writers, why aren't you just presenting taglines?
I mean, the title of the movie is When Harry Met Sally ... So all you have to do for the tagline is finish the sentence.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm
these movies,
man,
looking up the original
charming
movie
as
title.
hell.
Oh yeah.
Charming as hell.
I think when I watched this the first time a couple years ago, you're going into it as like this is a very famous movie, you know, and of course that's just rough expectations, regardless of the movie.
Of course.
You know, this time watching it, I guess we'll talk about both. I know.
We're talking about When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah. But I just the writing is just nonstop dialogue.
No, it's fantastic.
All clever
Super
and
good.
funny and charming and real.
Yeah.
No, it's very just infectious.
This
very
is
watchable.
the de facto Billy Crystal role. Like
Yeah.
Billy Crystal like owns it here.
Yeah. The only reason he almost doesn't work for me is that it's God, Meg Ryan is so hot, and just to believe that she like, come on, you can do better, Meg Ryan.
Right.
But you know,
Oh
he
my
does
God.
his charm
I think-
sells it.
See, I think he can do better.
Oh man,
Meg Ryan
Meg
is
Ryan
so
in 1989.
and like off-putting.
She's a little shrill. But, I mean, she's definitely like in her prime.
It is the character though. Like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
character is also very obnoxious.
Yeah, they're both kind
Yeah,
of
no,
crazy.
but I love the obnoxiousness of his character, and like when they first meet and he's like spitting the grape out the window, but the window's up.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'll roll down the window."
Yeah,
He was like, "Oh, why don't you tell me the story of your life?" He's just like very brash,
right.
and then like they meet again later in life, and then they meet again later in life, and like you kind of see his evolution,
Yeah.
throughout.
Yes, he becomes much more subdued.
Yeah.
And
much
hers
less
as
fresh.
well, which this is great because I actually picked Casablanca, and this is actually a kind of a great pairing.
Yeah,
with
no,
Casablanca.
I would say so for sure.
A lot of references to Casablanca.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So when they first meet, like they have this conversation about the movie Casablanca, and then like 20 years later they're having a Casablanca conversation. He like goes back to the original, and she's like, "I never said that.
Yeah.
I never would have said that. I don't believe that." And it's just
Right.
like, okay,
It was a very real moment. Though.
Yeah,
I've
for
had
sure.
that. Like
Yeah.
when a person has changed so much they can't even identify with their past selves.
Yeah.
No, this movie just has a lot of weight to it. It's fucking super solid. And it's like while it is a romantic comedy, it's got a lot of gravity to it as far as personal relationships and scope of time and how a person changes. Like, yeah, I was super satisfied with this movie. I definitely will be rewatching this for sure.
Yeah, it's a
With
good
the
date
wife.
night movie.
Yeah,
a good one to watch
absolutely.
with the
Yeah.
wife.
The character development over time, it's like real is a very good word for this whole thing.
The
like-
best friends and their relationship too
Yeah,
is also
no, that
so
stage
cute.
of their relationship is super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Which one of the more interesting things about this film is there's really only 4 characters.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's
Pretty much, yeah.
some extras here and
Yeah.
there, and like some cameos or whatever. But like for the most part, it's just 4 characters, and then you have these little breakups of these like sidebars with these older couples
Right.
doing like kind of interviews. which is a really charming addition to the film.
That really was, honestly. That was just fucking adorable.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. Like, it was already charming, but then you do that, and it's like...
Yeah, and all the couple, they don't get repetitive either. 'Cause
No.
all the couples
they're
are completely
vastly
different.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how to describe it other than there's like the one couple where they're both talking the entire time and they're telling the story and like everything that they're saying is complimenting the other person without
Right.
ever breaking or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and it's just like Jesus Christ, like
Yeah.
these two are like in sync.
You know,
Yeah.
you know this couple is just like they both will not shut up, and then they're also somehow talking in unison.
yeah.
Yeah, just some really great work. And,
Yeah.
I knew going into it picking a Rob Reiner double feature. This is the can't miss.
Yeah.
You can't have a Rob Reiner double feature without When Harry Met Sally. I think it is like the probably the most iconic rom-com of all time.
Yeah.
And every rom-com is trying to live up to this.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Meg Ryan fan. I've always felt that way. I feel like this movie is the exception to the rule for me.
Right.
Because I've always thought she's kind of like shrill and like kind of annoying. And
I honestly can't remember most of the performances to gauge too much on that, but I definitely say that she did solid here. I mean,
I've always had a crush on Meg Ryan. I think she's just very attractive.
yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, I haven't watched a ton.
I
of her
really
stuff.
can't remember. I know I've seen him, enough, but yeah, I really can't place any of those performances right now.
You've Got
at
Mail
all.
and Sleepless in Seattle are probably the two biggest other ones.
Yeah. Which I know I would have seen, but yeah, nothing
Yeah.
there. Nothing
You
present.
Got Mail's pretty trash. Sleepless
She's
in
in
Seattle's
Top Gun.
just
I don't
okay.
think most people would think that was like very early for her. I
She was
think.
in Top Gun.
Yeah, she's his partner's wife.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah. And then the American President, I don't know, it had never really been on my radar. The only reason I'd had an interest to watch it is because it is written by Aaron Sorkin. It's one of the few movies of his, or not one of the few movies, but one of the bigger movies of his I had not seen. And like right away, you can tell it's him. It's just got that really snappy, like snarky, clever dialogue, and all of the smart characters are smart, and all the hateable characters are hateable.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Who was the villain politician? Who was that actor?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, no. Seeing Richard Dreyfuss is just like this fucking despicable son of a bitch. It's fun too. Like, it's very maniacal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Old men-
superhero movie. I mean,
No, it is it's like the
yeah.
most superhero American president you could ever imagine,
Yeah.
and like the best shitty senator villain you could ever imagine. Just old white guys in their office smoking fucking cigars and drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Annette Bening. I think she's actually one of the greatest female actors that I've ever witnessed while I've been alive. I just think she constantly overperforms.
Her performance was a lot of fun in this film,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, she's always just very gravitational when she's on screen.
Have you seen 20th Century Women?
I have not.
She's great in that. I highly recommend that movie.
Yeah, I think her it's kind of a no-brainer, but like her performance in American Beauty, I think is.
That's one I wouldn't mind rewatching. I know it's got all kinds of controversy. Probably
It's
hasn't
been
aged
a lot-
I have
super
no
well.
controversy with that, but I think that movie's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
mean,
it
I
being really,
liked it when
really
I
good.
watched it. But
Yeah, but I think she's one of the best parts. Like she's a totally unlikable character, but like that's part of what makes it great, you know?
Right.
yeah,
Not in this movie though. Very likable character. I kind of dig this movie because it's kind of there's comedy, there's romance, there's drama, there's politics, and that's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also kind of make it work.
No,
you
it's
know?
well handled. It's again the snappy dialogue and the pacing
Yeah.
is fantastic. It doesn't spend too much time on anything, exactly enough time. Keeps it moving, keeps you engaged though.
yeah,
Everything nice and clean.
And it also kind of covers a topic that doesn't really have history in this country, you know, like the idea of
oh yeah,
a
yeah.
president like
Yeah.
it-
No,
it
it's
being, like,
completely
widowed.
unique. Yeah.
while he's running for president and like winning the election based off of sympathy, and then like how like his dating once he became president was completely like under everyone's eye. Like that to me is very believable, and that's exactly how it would go down.
Yeah. No, it is interesting to think that. Yeah, I mean, I have never seen it. There's not been any precedent, right, for that happening.
I'm not.
Other than like the things they cite, which were
I
like
think
before
we may have
modern
had like
media.
one unmarried president, but we've never had a widowed president.
Never a dating one.
Yeah,
never a
exactly.
dating
Yeah,
one.
no, that'd be. God, you imagine if Trump was dating,
Oh, I'm sure he's
I'm
hooking
sure
up
he
with
is.
plenty of people.
just showing up.
Definitely not his wife.
Oh no, but like for him to be like unabashed with it, just like rolling up with fucking Hummers full of broads, you know.
Any day now, he's going to show up to a press conference with 2 hookers.
Yeah.
But like Martin Sheen says in the movie, you know, like if there were cameras everywhere 100 years ago, then America doesn't elect a man in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yep.
And like, so they definitely pay homage to that idea, you know, that it's kind of, new ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm slow. Was Martin Sheen his vice president?
He wasn't he was not his vice
So
president.
the vice president's just
Cabinet
not in the movie?
Member? Yeah, he wasn't the vice. He wasn't the
I think
vice president.
No, he was not the
Yeah.
vice president.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
just
the
no
vice
vice
the
president.
vice president.
He's
does
that
not-
badass. He did not need a
The vice president does not appear in the movie. I do
That was
not believe.
odd because I just assumed it was him because it was like,
That didn't really
if
register.
there's a vice
yeah.
president, I feel like he would have to be a character, so
Right.
it must be Martin Sheen.
I'm assuming it's just like his chief of staff because he even said
he
like
had
I've
chief
never
of staff.
seen.
Yeah.
He's like I've never seen your name on a ballot. He said
Yeah.
if he was vice president, his name would be on a ballot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it didn't really register until he said
Oh yeah,
that.
that's true.
Yeah.
No vice president. And he's just that
But
bad.
I've seen a lot of president movies and series over the years,
and they never.
The vice president's never fucking there, man. Like you ever
He's
see
just
that?
off doing vice
You
president.
ever see
shit.
that movie Dave?
Yeah.
And like there's actually a scene where it's like, yeah, I met the vice president today. He's kind of a clever guy. And he's like, yeah, he's a nice guy. It's like, dude, you've been president for like 4 weeks.
Right.
Like you just not having that dude's just over in the other fucking room playing with his prick all day.
It's just- I did have fun watching. I feel like a good pairing for this would be the Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron.
Oh yeah, the long shot.
Yeah,
Or just
that would be
long
a
shot, I don't know.
fun watch with this. I got a lot
That
of the
would be.
same vibes there.
Okay, yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's also like a surprisingly very fun.
Yeah, no, for
nice
sure.
little
I
rom-com.
didn't expect it to be. I assumed it would be fall really short, and it was pretty fucking solid.
I think a lot of that is they're so tight, like off screen.
Yeah, right.
Their chemistry
Like
on
legit,
screen just
real
works,
chemistry.
you know.
Yeah. No, super fun.
And turning up the goofiness with Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the raunchiness, I think
Yeah.
helped. Because like I don't know if this kind of movie doesn't get made, like fictional politics movies.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I can't think of something similar that would come out now that's not based on a true story or something.
Right.
But yeah, like Conclave is the closest thing, like, and that's about re-electing the Pope,
Right.
but it's completely fictional. That's like the closest, and that's like a drama.
Right.
I don't know. I can't think of I feel like we almost every other year we'd used to get a president comedy or a rom-com.
Right.
The Chris Rock one.
Robin Williams had one.
Robin Williams,
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis had one, and now I can't think of one that's come out recently.
This one definitely more in the modern, like it's more in the like drama
Yeah.
category than some of those. I think. Like
Yeah, for
This
sure,
is-
for sure,
This is
for
the
sure.
drama romance more than the comedy, but yeah.
Although there are some funny moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
felt the comedy was fairly represented. I mean, like the ridiculousness of some of the dialogue and stuff.
I love it when he's like
situations.
trying to buy flowers.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
running
yeah,
gag
and
of
like
trying
how
to buy
he's
flowers.
having to fight his own staff. Like it's like I don't understand.
No, this definitely had like the more punchy drama, like things
Yeah.
take a sudden turn. There's just magical and bubbly romantic moment, and then I just had to bomb like 10 people and it cost lives and all
Yeah.
that jazz. But yeah, I mean overall, I think it was again really balanced, good pacing on the sequences, events, on the transitions. From
I can't remember. It's like a nice fantasy movie you chose.
Yeah.
We have a president that has like the good of people in
Oh
mind
yeah,
with
no,
all
just
of
the
his decisions.
best guy ever. Like, how
And
could he ever
gets
lose?
good things done.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just that he believes in the good things, that he also apparently has the
Right.
power to make
Yeah,
them
yeah,
happen.
people give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a little bit more than I expected to, probably. But yeah, definitely out of the pair, Harry Met Sally is like a fucking hitter of a movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
That is just a banger. I mean, I have heard people call it just the best script ever for when Harry Met Sally,
yeah,
and it's
the
probably
dialogue's
rom-coms go. It probably is.
Yeah.
And I do really love that, like Bruno Kirby and the
Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you know,
So cute together.
That reminds me, I did see a movie I didn't talk about. I watched an old John Carpenter movie. It was like a anthology movie, 3 separate stories. Body bags. Yeah. And Mark Hamill just randomly popped up. And I'm like, oh, yeah, here he is.
I just watched like a zero budget, like puppet sci-fi kids show pilot the other day called Commander Toad in Space, and it's from 1993, and Mark Hamill does a voice in it.
Nice. Yeah, that's probably the only other thing I've seen Carrie Fisher in, actually.
Jesus Christ.
Nice. Commander Toad. No, I can't think of any other thing that I've seen Carrie Fisher in other than Star Wars.
I know she's in the
first one for me.
Burbs, the Tom Hanks movie.
Oh shit, yeah, no, yeah, that just.
But very little, and I also know that she did a lot of script writing and script doctoring, and she's like almost more well known in Hollywood for her.
I love her character in this. Just every time he's like, I don't think he's ever going to leave his wife.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks that that's going to happen. Yeah. We've been telling you.
Yeah. This is pretty obvious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Just charming
good
through
picks.
and through.
I do like, from the podcast, I grew up watching a lot of rom-coms because my sister and my mom, but I definitely like rewatching some has definitely made me appreciate the genre a lot more in film for sure. Like,
it is like really you want the cream of the crop. You know,
yeah,
I'm not
you don't want
to
watch
bullshit any rom-com.
for sure. But
and it's
when you get
hard.
Good examples, it's nice to see.
Yeah,
I also think there's like most comedies have some bit of romance to them somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a line because
for sure
you can definitely get into some that are more romance than comedy. And
no, it's actually like it's a hard thing to balance because
it is a
tip
hard
it
thing
one
to
way or the
balance.
other, and it's a whole other movie, and it can definitely ruin the experience.
I think we've done a good job on it, like the ones that we've featured so far from like broadcast news.
Yeah, broadcast news was wonderful
first
as well.
picks and like the ones that we featured so far have been really solid.
Yeah.
Oh, we should get into some foreign rom-coms. I bet there's some good ones. I wonder if there's any good Korean soap opera, or not soap operas. I know they're Korean soap operas. Korean rom-coms.
Oh, or I mean,
I just are probably like the funniest shit.
Korean films are fucking Korean films.
It's not technically Korean, but there's a movie called Crazy Rich Asians. That's a rom-com. That movie was much more delightful than I ever would have gathered from the title.
That's a lot more rom than com, but that's a fun one.
There's a lot of comedy in there. That is a funny ass movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for the features.
Yeah,
a lovely little tribute to Rob Reiner.
Right on. I'm glad we got to do that. The timing made sense. It was a new year.
Yeah.
And, current events.
A nice start.
All
well,
right. Tell us what's coming to theaters, there, Mr. Reese Anweiler.
What's coming to theaters? And the reason I wanted to give y'all extra inspiration to go to the theaters, especially if you live here in our town, but always because they do need supported. Our local theater, North Point, is currently for sale.
Oh yeah,
looking to sell, and while they are hoping to sell to someone who wants to keep it open and run it as a theater, ultimately they cannot have control over that. So there is a chance we will lose our theater in the not too distant future.
Have to travel to Fort Wayne and Bremen
that'll be sad.
There's Bones in Columbia City, and they only show about like 3 movies, so it's going to be like the 3 biggest.
It's really
movies.
sad.
Yeah.
You know, I saw that this week also. But the last time I went to that theater, I couldn't help but notice how poorly kept it is, man. Like, I think it's like Screen 2, which is one of the bigger. It's either 1 or 2 where the big movies are. There's been a giant blemish on like the lower half of the screen for something like a decade, and the fact that it's just always there, and not only that, the potholes in the parking lot are fucking ridiculous, man. Like,
admittedly, I think those all are issues that come from the owners that really, I mean, the reason they're selling is because they want to retire. They're just not really, it doesn't seem like they've ever been, at least in the last like 10, 15 years, interested.
And I also
in,
understand the idea that it's hard to make upgrades in a business that is not exactly thriving right now.
Yeah. And I know those screens are like thousands
it's really
of dollars,
just
so.
real-time, example of the decay of in our little town. Like,
so there is a chance this is for the better. Like, it sells to someone who wants to put the effort in and wants to not just make it a functioning business, but like a cool theater.
But you got to bring people out now.
Like, I mean,
there's enough entertainment everywhere.
That would be ideal, but it probably becomes an office building.
It probably becomes apartments or a warehouse.
Most likely, I'd say.
It's probably going to be bulldozed within the next 12 months. That all sucks.
Yeah. So go watch them
while you theaters. Watch the movies in theaters while you can, because
smoke them while you got them.
We may not have appreciated them, and the fun thing is, in 5 years we get to start seeing Facebook posts saying, "Remember the good old days when you could go see a movie at the movie theaters? Wow, those are and the people now are not doing that.
Yeah, no.
But they will be so excited to be nostalgic about when you could.
For sure, they will be saying
every
that.
time I see
you could have
those fucking pictures of blockbusters, like, wow, life really peaked here. Yeah, and you were the first person to get the Netflix subscription and stop going to Blockbuster.
Right.
Like, support the shit while you can. Don't just wait to be nostalgic about it.
Yeah. Can't be around forever, unfortunately, with the march of time.
Yeah. Things change. So anyway, playing in theaters this week, it looks like we did miss our chance for Marty Supreme, but that'll be streaming soon, I'm sure. The returning movies are Zootopia 2, The Housemaid, The SpongeBob Movie, Avatar Fire and Ash, Song Sung Blue, Anaconda, and then the movies that have come out, I think, since we last did the podcast, we have Primate, which is a horror movie about a chimpanzee.
Okay.
It's honestly kind of funny that this movie's out right now, given a lot of the stuff in the news. But Greenland 2.
I forgot that was there.
I thought that too.
Coming to a coastline near you.
Also, the funny thing about that is the lead from that,
Butler.
Yeah, Gerard Butler. So I saw a trailer with him. I don't know, sometime in the past year, where it was like, I was at the theater and there's this trailer and it's like Den of Thieves 2. I'm like, I've never heard of Den of Thieves.
Right.
Like, it's weird that I'm seeing a trailer for a sequel to a movie that I'd never heard of. And then I see this Greenland 2. I'm like, I've never heard of Greenland.
Yeah, I actually did just watch that on streaming the other day. The first film,
the original Greenland. How was it? Because
it was surprisingly not terrible. It wasn't great, but it was a mass disaster movie that was probably on the upper
deep impact,
upper 70% of them. I'd say, like, it wasn't bad. It was way better than I anticipated.
The idea of an end of the world movie getting a sequel is, like, curious to me.
Yeah, no, that's really weird. Exactly. What's this?
I mean, how many movies have you watched where, like, you want now the world ends and the next movie is going to be like the fucking apocalypse or rebuilding society or something? Yeah. I'm sure that's not what this one is, but.
Well, I mean,
I want a day after
the
tomorrow.
ending, not any spoilers, because you guys obviously don't give a shit.
I want to know what they're going to call it.
They do.
The day before yesterday.
What do you call the sequel to the day after tomorrow?
After tomorrow,
right?
I don't know. It's gonna
3
be
days from now.
The
Next
day before,
week.
the day before yesterday.
Next Friday.
It would make more sense instead of trying to do a second film, just do a series, because that's
because
if it will be, because they do present like the people, the plan works and the people survive, and so
That would be cool to see like a big 2-hour movie, and then like the next month, the first episode of the series.
Because you're not gonna show a. I mean, you can show a story about rebuilding the world, but you're not getting much time to do it. Like,
yeah,
it just doesn't make that much sense on that template, you know.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's weird.
Curious. 28 years, The Bone Temple. Highly, highly, highly recommend. It looks like this week they're gonna. I think they might actually do it every week and weekend for the next couple weeks. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday they're playing Fellowship of the Ring, Two Tower, and Return of the King, like 1-1-1, and they're the extended version, so they're like 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's too much for me, man. I made the mistake years ago waiting for the Ultimate Edition that had the two like bookends, you know, of the extended edition DVDs and all that. And I remember the first time watching those all back to back to back on like a Sunday, starting in the AM and going to the PM, and like I think it's too much for me. I think the added scenes, it makes it really it's a struggle. It's a struggle to get through for me.
Last time I watched them over like 2 weeks and one half at a time. So like disc 1, disc 2.
That would probably help.
It was like watching binging a TV series, and it kind of helped build tension between each disc. It was fun. I love the extended versions. I'm not going to defend them because I don't really care if you like them or not. I like them, and that's what matters.
I just think the Two Towers is rough, and I think that's was probably destined to happen.
Yeah.
Any movie that has no beginning and no ending is kind of hard to follow, and that's kind of how it plays out.
I'll say for 28 for Bone Temple, assuming it is the middle of a trilogy, it does not. I think it's hard to say if it stands alone, but I didn't walk out of the theater like. If anything, I walked out of the first one with a bit more like, holy shit, that was a wild ending. You know, this one. Again, it's not necessarily conclusive, but I'm not felt like, oh, what's going to happen next?
Right.
You know, it was a satisfying ending. Yeah, fucking go see the Bone Temple.
Yeah, I'm excited as fuck too.
I will see it.
And then new this week, we have Return to Silent Hill, which is another reboot of that franchise.
Another one? How many have there been now?
I don't know, actually. How many? I don't even know how many Silent Hill movies there have been. But this is a reboot.
I saw the first Silent Hill movie for the first time not too long ago, probably a couple years ago, and I was actually
if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I think it's a pretty solid movie.
I don't know if you guys ever played the games.
I never played the games.
No, I did not.
The games were like fucking eerie as hell because like they were all shot in this kind of like nightmare town, and like it was really foggy, and like that's how the game played, is like you're walking down the street and you can't see 2 feet in front of you because the fog's so thick, and so it just had that like very like, you know, like Resident Evil, like something could jump out of the bushes at any moment. I wouldn't know until it was right up on me kind of feeling, you know.
I could imagine that a reboot would probably just trying to be like, maybe make it, you know, louder, like more crazy.
Oh, wait, okay. I'm trying to. This is. Okay, so the 2006 Silent Hill then had a sequel, Silent Hill Revelation, in 2012. This apparently is a sequel to the 2012 one, I think. Or it's a standalone. I
never saw the 2012.
I haven't seen
the
any
2006
Silent Hill.
I think it's the same
shit, so I don't know. Yeah. Then we have the most boring looking Chris Pratt movie, Mercy. Have you seen the trailer for this?
I have not.
It's literally
Oh wait, I think
Chris Pratt in a chair. He's got to defend himself against an AI to prove his innocence. From what I could tell from the trailer, the entire movie is Chris Pratt strapped to a chair, going through security footage. It looks so boring and cheap. But a big Oscar contender this year, Hamnet. This is like about Shakespeare. This is not a Shakespeare play, but it's Jesse Buckley and Paul Mescal and Emily Watson. It's playing it's been out for a while, but it's now playing in Warsaw. I'm excited to see it because Jesse Buckley is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, she's the one that's going to be the bride in the in
okay.
the bride.
Right on.
And then Paul Mescal's pretty much always been good, and it is from Chloe Zhao, who directed. I know she directed Eternals, and then that movie, that one Best Picture about the people who live in vans. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
People
No
that
idea.
live in vans.
It's shit. Okay, 1 second.
You've totally thrown me off here, man. I don't fucking know. The van people?
Nomadland.
Nomadland.
It's about.
Oh, I never saw that.
It's like a almost based on true events. People living in like minivans.
Okay, like a community of that, or like
small homes and stuff. But that one Best Picture. Then she directed a Marvel movie called The Eternals.
That's a jump.
Which is a very odd jump. I actually really liked The Eternals. A lot of people hated it.
I never watched it. I was too exhausted by Marvel.
Yeah, I mean,
at
if you
that
don't like
time.
Marvel movies,
No.
don't
I
bother.
just like. I'm not going to say that it's bad. I just I never. It was after the point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And not to say that it's not worth it checking out, but it was just like that's just when I stopped.
It's starting to
giving a shit.
creep back. I'm starting to see like all these different trailers.
The
for
Doomsday stuff.
The Doomsday
Chris
thing.
Pratt
just
or
like,
Chris Evans is coming back, and the
so
X-Men
and
are
so
coming back.
will return
Yeah.
in Doomsday.
Yeah, sorry, Marvel. I don't. I only give a shit about DC now.
I'm going to watch the movie, and I'm already annoyed by these trailers.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are just bringing everybody back. It's
Yeah.
turning into a joke. But anyway, this movie looks really good. It's a real big historical epic. Well, I don't know about epic, but a big historical drama.
Nice.
I love the cast, and it is going to be an awards contender. Which, speaking of, tomorrow morning, the nominations for the Oscars get announced.
Oh, nice.
Something single nomination.
Oh. I gotta say, man, I seeing trailers here and there. One I'm really excited about. I think it's called Project Hail Mary. It's from the creator of The Martian,
Mm-hmm.
and it's I don't know when it comes out. I assume it's probably like summer this year or something.
Yeah, it's not as. Oh, it's late March or
okay. So this spring.
late March.
Yeah. But it looked like kind of the same type of vibe, like really smart sci-fi.
Nice.
Yeah, but also a similar vibe, right? A man alone in space, kind of, and anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's the directors, the guys who did the Lego movies too. So and
cool.
wrote the Across the Spider-Verse movies. So
Okay.
Oh wow,
Good stuff.
That should be good.
Yeah.
Those are all
I'm
good.
excited.
those are pretty good credentials.
Yeah.
I'm also excited for in a couple weeks, Valentine's Day. We are getting the Wuthering Heights with Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, from the director of Saltburn.
Mm.
You like Saltburn?
Yeah.
Or you were a little more mixed on it?
I liked Saltburn.
Yeah. But so I'm excited for that. It looks really like big and flashy and just imaginative,
Nice.
original. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's some stuff coming to
All right.
theaters.
So go see it. Again, we're not going to have one.
Yes. See
For
it
very
while
long.
you can. Smoke them while you got them.
Right on.
All right. So what are the picks?
Okay.
What is the pick?
Well, I actually have been kind of flip-flopping. It was
Ooh.
maybe a good thing that we waited a week for me to find my good choice, because I hadn't actually settled on something until just yesterday. I've been hit hard by this is just recently was the 1 year anniversary of David Lynch dying.
Mm.
He died on January 16th last year, just 4 days before his 78th birthday. And then just a couple days, or yesterday was what would have been his 79th birthday.
Right.
And then also from what is just recently the 10-year anniversary of David Bowie dying. This was another death that hit me pretty hard as far as celebrity deaths go. Who also kind of oddly was born January 8th and died January 10th on his 69th birthday.
Huh.
So this would be his 79th birthday. Him and David Lynch were like the same age. So I'm going with the theme, just I guess continuing with the two movies aren't necessarily connected. I'm going with David Lynch's debut feature, Eraserhead.
Okay. I have never seen it.
From
exciting.
1977. I've seen it once before. I do really like it. It's kind of like you got to watch it. It's a very cult classic movie. And then kind of a bit more of an odd pick, but I'm going with David Bowie's concert film, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. And this was like his final performance as the character Ziggy Stardust and his like kind of farewell to it.
Right.
From 1979. So the movies are only a year or two apart. I've never seen this one. I'm a long time David Bowie fan, not just the music, but just like the character and the person and the whole
personality.
Image. So yeah, I'm excited to pay tribute to both these guys. I will, hoping your friend can help us find Ziggy Stardust, because it's not really streaming anywhere, and I can't find a Blu-ray.
Let's talk to Randy this weekend.
Yeah, so if we could find that. I have Eraserhead on Blu-ray. I have the Criterion. But yeah. Also, if you need some music recommendations, I have been kind of listening on repeat to David Bowie's last two albums, The Next Day and Black Star.
Okay.
And they are just fantastic
rock
albums.
To David Bowie?
I highly recommend. Just give those last two.
Oh, hey, you're going to.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to listen to some classic Ziggy Stardust. Very excited.
Cool. Right on.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
And that's my picks.
All right.
Peace out.
That is going to do it for episode 65.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you in a couple weeks. Episode 66.
Yep.
We'll bring you some Ziggy Stardust and
Ziggy Stardust.
What was the other thing we're doing?
Erased Heads.
Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Until then.
Peace.
Bye.